Good morning, and I hope you've been well, and this is part 16 of the Pokemon Rejuvenation V13.5 Let's Play, set mode, no items, so yeah. So with that being said, let's continue onwards here. Now real quick, more so for new or possibly repeat players as well, that may be lost, stuck, or confused with any gym battle, a lot of them will have a gym panel or possibly a person that will give you information and advice for certain gym battles that you may be getting into. Do not be afraid to use them if you are again stuck, lost, or confused. I understand wanting to go about it in your own way, strategizing and trying to beat it on your own, but if you do get lost and whatnot, they are there as a tool to help you out, so do not be afraid to talk to them if you need to do so. And of course, I will be going over my strategy and my team going over the battles, so yeah. But anyways though, let's continue onwards. Okay, so it seems the temple there looks a lot different. I honestly like it a lot more than the older version. I think V13, it might have had that one, maybe not, I don't remember for certain, but I do remember that V12, it was more of a gold color, but with this one, it fits the theme of Indred a lot more so. I honestly like it a lot. Anyways, Snow, you actually came. What's going on here? Let us go, you freak. You will be let go when the game has been completed. These are the terms Marianette and I have agreed on. This final trial is for the souls of you four or Marianette. So what? You're going to destroy our souls if we lose, or Marianette if she does? What kind of rigged game is this? This is life, a game where one falls to the bottom and the other reaches the very top. It is only human nature to fight for your own survival. Major bullcrap on that one. It's only that way because you made it so, and isn't that precisely what makes this world so interesting? Marianette, how strong is your desire to leave this place? Decide the fates of everyone here using your power and your power alone. Now, I kind of want to speak on that real quick. I don't agree with Vitus or Indrid, well, Vitus, I shouldn't have said that name, but whatever, it's okay. Indrid, Vitus, Tomato, whatever you want to call him. I don't agree with him. However, I agree with the mindset because unfortunately, it's not wrong. Because again, like you brought it before, life itself is full of curveballs. Things that are not meant to happen are going to happen. You know, trauma, pain, all that kind of stuff, it's gonna hit you at some given point in some sort of way. For everybody, it's gonna be a different situation, a different whatever it is, you know? I think you kind of get the point. But it's still, you know, unfair and cheating what he's doing because, again, you know, he's going back and rewriting, you know, the rules of the game and whatnot and not following through with our original deal. But again, he's just coming from the mindset that it's and I have the power to change this. If you want to do something, then do something about it. But of course, at this given point, no one can really do anything to, you know, defeat or stop Indrid, and that's kind of the unfortunate thing here. Similar to, you know, life itself. You can't change something that is just, you know, way above your head, if that kind of makes any sense. Again, not trying to sympathize or agree with him, because again, he is cheating, he is evil and all that kind of stuff, but I understand the mindset on that, because again, it technically is not wrong. Either way though, decide the fates of everyone here using your power and your power alone. Snow, we've been through a lot, you and I. Even if it was for a short time, I treasure the time we spent here. You've showed me how to be brave. I'll prove that to you. That's why I don't want you to hold back, okay? This trial, after all, we need to give it our all. Alon, please. You got it. What is it, Delcatty? Let's go for Nuzzle. Go for Paralysis here. Thank God. You have cosmic power, don't you? But you're not gonna go for it. Oh wait, let me show you the team real quick, by the way, just in case. Jolly Nature Pachirisu, here's the IV and EV spread there. Matos here is a Timid Nature. Here's the moveset and all of that there. Next up is Graveler, Bold Nature. Next up is Hariyama. Why it's named Boy with a C, don't know, but I can't really think of a name for it, so yeah. Next up is Sanders. Got Hershey here. And that's pretty much it. Alright, let me see. Oh, right. I was gonna swap into you. Because I think you're the best play here. Okay, Cosmic Power. I guess we'll go for Double Kick. I don't think it will take it out, but that does do something. Go for Double Kick again. Did get lucky there because of Q Charm. NDD, Matos is fine because it's probably going to go for Psychic or something. Well, Psyshock there. Close enough. I think Beat Up is the play since we have all 6 Pokemon. Okay. Beware. I think it's better just to sack off Sanders. Hyper Beam. Why? I mean, I guess it works. Okay. Let's go for Nuzzle. Oh. Gotcha. You are new. Okay. I think you're a ghost type, so... I want to lower the special attack on this guy, honestly. Okay. Let's go into you. Calm Mind is the play. I mean, I guess we'll go for one more for safe measures. We should OHKO here, at least I think. Right. Yeah, nothing really takes a hit here at all, honestly. And just to like gives like some advice for the battle, a Swoobat with Calm Mind and Simple Nature is gonna honestly do a lot for you within the battle. I missed what she said. I think something like we're on like the final stretch, even if we win, he'll never let you go. Sorry for missing that text there. Through the light of your Pokemon, you have transcended the evil that lies within the dark. This is what was meant to be. Snow, please take this. Alon got the normality badge. Is that a badge? Huh? What's going on here? During that battle, I remembered something. Okay, real quick. I'm going to save right here. Now, I'm going to simply go through like the text and dialogue here, but then I'm going to go back to this point and get into one of my famous tinfoil hat theories and whatnot. So, yeah, because there's honestly a lot that I kind of want to go over with like this whole chapter and scene and whatnot, and try to create like a decent like timeline and speculate on certain things and just, you know, say some stuff that I kind of want to say before, you know, we get into like the end game and all of that, if that's fair to say. But anyways, please, no matter what happens, don't you dare lose hope. Don't lose who you are, and don't you dare forget about what's about to happen. Do you understand? Don't lose hope, Maria. Maria, I remember now. I remember who I was. A disappointing outcome for you, all that is. Why were we put on the battlefield? We're not going to fight each other, right? Father, what is the meaning of this? Shut your mouth, you vile girl. You've done nothing but disappoint me more and more. This game is in shambles. I declare it null and void. Even in the end, you're always a cheating, disgusting, excuse for a person. How dare you speak to me in such a manner? This is a punishment you've brought upon yourselves. Not only is this a battlefield, but it is an altar as well. This is where your souls will meet their end. No, Indred, this is where I make my stand, finally. Snow, thanks for everything, but I won't be able to go with you. There's no way we're going to leave you here with this psychopath. Thanks, Venom, but there's something I must do. Alon and Venom, please, let me assure you that I won't forget you. Not again. See, cause like... No, stop. Read the dialogue. Tinfoil hat later. Again. And don't worry about your world. I'll close the portal between them. Marianette, please come with us. Goodbye. Be free, all of you. Marianette, stop this. Marianette. This power. No. That is not possible. Indra Theolia, you are truly the worst person ever. What you put everyone through just to fulfill your sadistic need for power. That is inexcusable. No. Indra Theolia, I remember who I was, who I am. Marianette? For a moment. Yeah, I'm sorry, Volta, you are gonna have to wait. Alrighty, so real quick, spoiler warning, and this will be getting into a lot of major spoilers and theories and whatnot. If you are a new viewer to the channel that's checking out the series that does not want to be spoiled by any of this, in the comment section below, there is a timestamp guide thing. Skip on to when I finish up the rant there. You'll again see some timestamps there. It'll be categorized. I've said the word weird, but that's okay. Click on that and you should be good to go to skip on all of this. But fair warning, this is going to be a pretty decently long tinfoil hat theory, so yeah. Alrighty, on to the tinfoil hat theory. So, I feel like this entire chapter is easily one of the most important chapters within the entire game of Rejuvenation, and I feel like it's honestly a very forgettable. I don't know if like forgettable chapter is like the right way to word it. I just feel like not a lot of people like potentially like think about this compared to like other chapters that have a lot more like to them. I guess like more so. There's a certain word that I'm trying to like think of, but I can't think of it right. It's not too important. Like, I guess overlooked is what I'm trying to like say. It's more of an overlooked chapter, and maybe I'm wrong on that because I don't know the general like ideas and opinions for most players for Rejuvenation. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but anyways though, Tainted Light, the name itself, I feel like it explains everything that happened here. And it also explains, you know, some certain events within the future and whatnot. But anyways, again, trying to create a decent timeline. Well, no. We did that yesterday. I'll probably go over that, but let's go through it one by one. So the whole thing here, right? Like, please, no matter what happens, don't you dare lose hope. Don't lose who you are. Do you understand? Don't lose hope, Maria. That whole text there, that Madam X herself told Maria before going down the stairs and dealing with like the whole thing. Again, you know, Maria here is finally awakened. Like, I'm not Marianette, I'm Maria. I remember now. I know who I am, and I remember Vitus, I remember all the events that went down. Now, what does she mean by that? I think, plain and simply, this is her remembering what Vitus did to Aaron, Alice, and Alan. That whole thing. Where Arena, technically Aaron's actual name, awoke and was like, wait a minute, I know who you are, Vitus. I remember now. And I feel like a part of that was Arceus's power, like awakening, like, okay, I remember you. I remember what you did back then with the whole, Seven Kingdoms thing. You did a lot of evil. You, like, killed Nimra, the one person that you weren't meant to kill, and, well, not like kill, but more so, like, go against at that given point back then within, like, the seven Kingdoms. Now, again, by timeline stuff and all that, it has nothing to do with what I like to call Old Earth. That's what Varia, Adrest, the Griffins. What I'm talking about here is with, like, the different, like, kingdoms across Avium. Again, nothing to do with Old Earth, but the Seven Kingdoms that went after each other for the archetype itself. Not getting into the Old Earth stuff as of now. Let's put that to the side for a moment. I feel like at that point with Arena, Arceus, within, like, that archetype that was within her, woke up and was like, I remember what's going on. I remember what you did. Like, I have to stop you. But of course, Arena, snapped out of that, possession in a sense. Because I believe, like, there is, that underwater temple, well, not temple, but, like, structure that you read certain stuff about, like, the Interceptor, like, the archetype's possession and all that kind of stuff. For a moment, she got possessed, but then, again, since it isn't, like, a full power Arceus or, like, a full power archetype, it wore off pretty easily when Indrid went into battle with her, and, like again, like, that's how, like, the whole thing, like, happened with, like, Arena, Alice, and Alan being taken away. Now, for some reason, he kept Maria, for whatever reason, and I'll get into that in a moment, but, that goes into the whole thing with, like, Aaron being like, like, don't you dare lose hope, Maria, like, it's not over, don't forget any of this. And then, of course, Indra threw her, Alice, and Alan into, what was it called? The unknown world, whatever you want to call it, and pretty much kept Maria. And then, of course, onwards, like Anatha, Maria, Vitus, they were, like, living their lives, they were chilling, and at that point, I would safely assume Vitus did something to, Vitus, Indrid, whatever you want to call him, did something to Maria to make her potentially, forget about, like, the other siblings and whatnot. So that's kind of like what I'm thinking on that whole thing, on how that all, like, played out. I feel like most people probably, like, think that's pretty simple to understand, but I thought I would just kind of, like, re-say that and, picture how all the events, like, played out, right? But yeah. Now, of course, whenever us, Venom, and a certain other person, well, we're in spoiler territory, when Malia, I, and Venom, like, get into Kyogre City, that's when we actually meet Anatha, we meet Marianette, and we meet with, Vitus himself. And of course, during that time, you may be thinking, well, where's Aaron, Alice, and Alan? Are they away? Are they at school? No. The events that I brought up earlier with them being trapped within the unknown dimension, that happened before us getting back into Kyogre City. So it's only Marianette at that point. And of course, something happened that she doesn't remember all of that. And then, of course, we all know how it plays out. Anatha dies. The whole potion thing that she got with the whole witch to, keep Vitus, like, I guess, like, somewhat, like, controlled and in love with Anatha and not doing all the bad stuff, wore off since she died. And that's when Vitus, kind of, like, returned, took Marianette, and kind of, like, remembered his goals with, like, the rituals and the evil stuff, all that kind of, stuff that he was, like, into and whatnot. And of course, that's why she was placed within, like, the crystal. And I assume with this whole thing here, it's like, this has to be, like, somewhat of, like, a real thing, but also at the same time probably still, like, an illusion too. Like Marianette, I know that sounds like kind of like confusing, but hear me out on this kind of like idea. And this kind of potentially fits the role of Marianette being Madame X potentially. Now, even though I do have like one suspect technically above Marianette, it's one suspect that I had, you know, a lot of theories and speculations on since like day one, and it just feels wrong for me to put Marianette above her, even though honestly, let's just say it, Marianette is easily the most likely one to be, you know, Madam X. Yes, you could say alternate Aaron, alternate Malia, um, I don't know, Piano Lady, um, some other random people and whatnot, like Nora as well. There's a lot of different people like you could bring up, and I don't know, maybe like Saki Blakery. Let's get a little bit random. Same with like Piano Lady. But anyways, though, I think most of us can agree that it's most likely Marianette. Now, if it is some of the more likely ones that I will get into further down the line, it wouldn't be surprising, but I think most can agree that it is most likely her. And there are fair points that you could argue that she's likely, but not the most likely. But anyways, I'm not here to debate and do that. Let me get back on track of all of this. So why it's most likely her. Let's say like these events here are happening. Let's say with what he did and whatnot, let's say this is a different world. The Den of Worlds or Den of Souls, whatever it was called. Because of the whole Narcissa thing, going through the Forsaken Laboratory, we find out about Hoopa, the Den of Souls, his goal to like never die, immortality, live within this, you know, different dimension, and do whatever he wants and whatnot. Let's say that this is that achievement, that is his goal, and he's made it here now. He's able to do all these kind of things, play around with Marianette, play around with other people, and just, you know, live forever, right? Let's say that this is it. The whole battle happens, she finally awakens here, and, you know, she finally realizes, I remember me. I remember who I was. I remember what happened. I remember, you know, Aaron. I remember Alice. I remember Alan. I remember exactly what you did. They go into battle. Well, let me just skip here real quick. Disappointing outcome for all of that. Because I kind of want to get to like the scene there to actually show it. So here he is here like cheating and whatnot. It's where I make my stand finally. But there's something I must do. I won't forget you, not again. Now, real quick, before I get into like my idea on the whole like Madam X thing, it is interesting. Like, I'm not gonna forget you again because like this further pushes that back then within Kyuger, when we went to the past, she remembers us. Like, I remember playing like the piano for you guys. I remember you showing up like at the school. Like, I remember all of that. I remember you. I won't forget you again. I promise I won't. So that kind of like further validates that idea. But anyways, going onwards. Alright, so she's gonna, you know, close the thing, set us free. Okay, here we go. So, let's say for example, again, we get to this point, she remembers everything, she has, you know, her powers with the archetype and whatnot. You know, she's just saying, you know, you're the worst person ever, you know, you're sadistic, evil and whatnot. I'm gonna put a stop to that. It's inexcusable. And yeah, so whether this is like a possession where like it's not only Maria but Arceus that like remembers everything as well, maybe a combination of both, maybe one or the other, however you want to see it. Let's say like the battle happens here. It clearly does happen. I'm gonna safely assume that Indrid somehow took enough damage that, let's just say, reverted into the Yveltal itself, right? Sounds crazy, but there is one certain key that I remember during V13 and V12 as well, that I don't know if it's still within the game or not, because again, some things were changed. I remember during the wetlands, the Team Zen HQ, I don't know if that whole thing has changed or not, but there's a thing that you can go and dive in the water. And then there's like the secret room down there that like has like a notebook and everything. It has like a Yveltal like cocoon there. like I guess like a replica of it, and the journal was pretty much stating, you know, if I can find a way to unlock this, I've won. I can do this. What I believe that all means is the battle happened, he took enough damage, he reverted into the Yveltal, pretty much his own safe luck, being like, okay, I'm safe now. I've reverted back to this, I'm cool, I'm chilling, you can't fully stop me when I'm within like this form here. I'm chilling, I'm vibing. And that's how, you know, Marianette is like, gosh darn it, I have you, but I can't kill you, I can't get rid of you, like, just because of that whole thing. And I think that's how she somehow awakened back within Kyugerin City. She has the Yveltal, has Indrid with her, and again, he can't win or lose, like, he's safe as of this point, and still is, because he's with Madame X. Let's say, again, wake up within the mansion. Let's say, like, the mansion is, like, gone and whatnot, the Blakeries got it. She, I guess, I don't know, got some of the wealth, and got into the one secret apartment where you see, you know, like, Nimra, Anju, Hazuki, like, their faces are, like, torn off and whatnot. And let's say Marianette was, like, there, planning everything, working on everything there, and that's how Madame X was born. That's what I believe is what played out with, like, that whole thing. Now, can there be some holes with that idea? Yes, but in my mind, I feel like it fits. I really do. Because again, like, there's like a whole poster with like plans and everything, like, with like it's not even like the past, it's like the future Giran City, like the future Avium and whatnot. Or well, post-Calamity, like, I think that means like after all of that. So again, like, Marianette, or Maria, Madame X, whatever you want to call her, has been planning this for a long while to be like, okay, we can do this, we can stop this. But at some given point, there had to be... See, because like that's the thing where I get lost, right? Because it's like Madame X is like the polar opposite of what, you know, Marianette or what Maria is. And I feel like to like some extent, a lot of that has to do with, again, going back full circle with the chapter name, Tainted Light. Indrid, the battle happened, all that kind of stuff. You know, somehow within, you know, his influence, similar to Angie, happened to Marianette. That it's more so like he has some level of like control. She has some level of, you know, evil within her, right? Because like, again, her goal is the renegade route. Well, maybe not necessarily the renegade route, but it's more so I want oblivion to happen. Which I guess, yeah, sure, the renegade route. But again, I'm not 100% certain on that whole thing. But yeah, it's hard the word, because it's like, with like Madame X, let's say like it is her, right? There's like certain points within like the Doom timeline where I feel like there's a part of her that's like, you know, like, I didn't want this. Like, we're not meant to be here. And she even like brought it up to like Maria, well, Malia and us there. Like, I cannot win without you guys. I understand that my name has like done a lot of evil and it's hurt a lot of people. I understand that. But we have to put that aside right now. And for that moment, there was like a moment that like she knew herself, like, I know that I'm bad. I know what I've done is wrong. I know that. And that goes into like my whole other thing, that it's like she's willing to do whatever it takes, good or bad, to win the game. And if literally the only way in her mind is to wipe out Indrid is by wiping out everything, then that's the goal. I don't know. Because like, again, it goes back to like the whole thing, especially with like, you know, like the grotto, you know, like one person steps on the thing, resets everything, redoes everything, like that could be like what it means by saying like it sends everything to like oblivion, right? Like, let's say like she does that, wipes out Vitus, wipes out everything, starts anew, and then we're good. I die, but they gain everything. And it could also mean like the new world, a better world without Indrid, without, you know, various control and all that kind of stuff. It can mean and get into that as well. I don't know. Because like, again, I feel like it's more so they're trying to do evil for the greater good. What's a good example? I don't really watch like a lot of anime anymore, but like a decent example is, what is it, James Moriarty? It's a like mystery anime where like the guy pretty much is like the main like villain. However, he's doing it for the greater good. So like he's willing to take the role, you know, stain his name and whatnot, but in his mind it's like, I'm willing to die for this. I'm okay with this. I have blood on my hands. I am not innocent. But it has to happen for a better world. And I feel like in Madame X's case, it's very similar. I may be wrong, maybe, but that's how I feel about her and whatnot. But again, going back to like the whole like Tainted Light thing, like again, you know, Marianette's like, I know this, I know it's not right, but it has to be done. And I feel like a part of that has something to do with, you know, Vitus's like influence and whatnot. I don't know, because it's like, there's things that it's like, it makes sense, but there's also some things that it's like, well, you can say this, you can say that. There's so many roads that I can walk. There's so many like different, you know, it's almost like the butterfly effect. There's so many different roads, there's so many different like ways that it can be and whatnot. I don't know what is the one right way. I don't know what is the correct like timeline on how this all played out. I don't know that. I could speculate it, I could theorize it, I could put the tinfoil hat on all day long, but there's so many different ways that it can play out. I don't know. Overall, I gotta give credit to Jane Zumi and all of them. They've truly created something that has not been made ever within Pokemon, honestly. Like, the mystery, the lore, the amount of just thinking that you could do within this game, and the amount of theories that you can come up with, it's amazing. I guess overall where I'm like coming from is like, I feel like I'm on the right track, but I'm not 100% there, and there are things that I'm not thinking of, and there are things that I'm forgetting and not realizing. I don't know, what I said there, I feel like it makes somewhat sense, but again, there's things with an alternate Malia being Madame X that can make total sense. Same with Aaron, same with Let's Get Wacky, Saki, Piano Lady, Venom. I don't know, maybe Truck Guy. I don't know. Even though it is confirmed that, you know, Madame X is a woman, but you get the point. There's so many different like ideas and theories that I can get into, but let's stick with the whole Marianette thing there, and I think I'll leave it at that for now. Alrighty. I guess we'll kind of skip that there. And I guess overall, let me know how like you think and feel potentially. I'm all about like reading your guys' like theories and speculations. I don't know, it's an extremely complex puzzle though. With trying to like, you know, like solve the whole like timeline thing with like the past, the future, the present, and all that kind of stuff, it can get into very like difficult and confusing territory. Anyways, enough of that. Welcome to Gira News. I'm your host, Volta. The mysterious ghost trees that plague East Giron City have disappeared. The residents of the city are returning and life is getting right back on track. 4 individuals were reported to have been at the site when the phenomenon finally quelled. Law enforcers were quick to try and arrest these individuals, but a fiery lass from Sheridan made sure these charges were quickly dropped. After a quick explanation, these 4 have been deemed as the city's little town heroes. Luckily, Gira News was able to grab an interview with the decided MVP of the group. If you want to check out that interview, please check out the Gira News official website. We were asked for our hero's name. They gave a slight smirk and said Snow. Thank you, Snow, for all of your hard work. The city of East Giron City cheers you on. I've been your host, Volta, and this has been Gira News. See you next time. A little town hero, I suppose that is what this town needs the most. This Snow person, one day, I wish to meet them. The next day. Bro moment. Alrighty. I wonder if, no, she's not home. Okay. Oh, Alon, you're finally awake. You look much better than you did a few days ago. I think it's time we set out for Golden Leaf Town again. All this stuff with ghost trees was weird, but we have a mission. Oh, and I guess I never really told you how cool you were for solving that issue. Your strength, it's inspirational to me, and for a lot of other people too. Inspirational is a good word for that. Oh, hey Venom. It's gonna be sad to see you guys go, but I understand. You got things to take care of. It's okay. You have Luca and Lenny to keep you company. And not exactly. Lenny and Luca kind of stopped being my friends. They said that it was my fault that they got into that situation. Oh, but it's totally whatever. Who needs them anyways? Where are you guys off to now? I've already settled things with the eldest and all of that, so we're going to head on to Route 3 immediately. Once we pass that, we'll stop in Golden Leaf Town, rest, and then make our way to Akua Town. What the hell? That's a long trip. Why are you guys going all the way to Akua Town for? Oh well, Matalus broke Alon's snack machine. If we want to fight Team Zen, we're gonna need to fix it. We heard that there was a famous mechanic named Saki Blakery who is staying in Akua Town for a few months. Venom? Are you okay? Saki Blakery. Yes, that's what I said. I never want to hear that name again. Never, ever, ever. Oh, sorry. I didn't know Saki Blakery was, a sensitive topic for you. Well, she's gone. No reason to stay here any longer. I'll meet you on Route 3, okay? If you forget where that is, just go through the gate located in Sheridan. Oh, that's right. Before we go, someone dropped this off for you. Oh well, thanks Marianette. Anyway, see you there. Chapter 4, Isolation. Honestly, I gotta say, I really like the new, chapter, panels there. They're honestly really nice. I've been here for far too long. I want to go back to my room. Leaving already? But we only just got back to your team building exercise. Don't try to fool me. I know that's not what you were doing on that PC, sorry. I explained everything I wanted to happen and you just sat there and agreed with everything I said. Never mind. You've proven my point already. Don't you ever get tired of being so self-absorbed? You disgust me. Jealousy is a disease, Gira. You should find a cure quickly. The only thing that could clear up this sickness is blindness. Then take a good look at me, because I am radiant. A light reflected from beauty is enough to blind a dragon, let alone a man. Maybe that's why your parents tried shipping you back to the hospital when you were born. Your face was so ugly that their eyes instantly melted out of their skulls. It's all starting to make sense now. You pig. Take it back. Take it back right now. No, I don't think so. That's enough, you two. I can only take so much childishness in one take. What Neve said. You could help me out too, you know. You're always so absorbed in your own work, because there's something that actually matters. I think I read that wrong, sorry. Why settle a feud between two babies when I know they'll just start again soon after? I don't have time for it. Fight away. Suits me fine. I like to fight. Fighting gives me pimples. I'm over it. Oh? I've got an update on Alon's status. Only took a week to happen, but... well, come on now. Out with it. Looks like Alon is heading towards the direction of Route 3. There is some field research going on in Mirage Woods, but they're most likely on their way to Golden Leaf Town. Golden Leaf Town. If that's the case, then let me handle this case, Nastasia. I've needed an excuse to return to the Hick town, so this is perfect. And just what exactly do you hope to accomplish? What kind of question is that? Eradicate the problem, obviously. I thought you were supposed to be the genius of this group. I was merely asking if you had a plan, which clearly you do not. I just might surprise you then. I'm heading out immediately. Oh, sorry about that. This isn't fair. This was supposed to be my redemption. I've been cooped up in this place for a week now. Mm-hmm. She stopped listening. Might as well give up now. For a moment. I guess we'll start in Sheridan. Why not? Hey, truck guy. I love you, man, and I appreciate what you've done. Alrighty. Now let's go on ahead and heal here. Now let's talk to the eldest as well. Cool, cool. Actually... I want to go back. How much do I need for Flash? Wrong one. Whoops. I need 1,000. Okay. Okay, I don't got the money yet then. Gotcha. We'll get there soon though. Let's see here. Pretty much, there's like a certain cave that, oh, wrong one, sorry. But yeah, there's like a certain cave that it can be like difficult to like traverse without, whatchamacallit, Flash and all of that, but we should be okay. And I know there's like a few certain items there as well. Anyways, I think I skipped over her earlier. I do want to read it though. Things have seemed to have calmed down in East Giran. You all have done well. Now your journey continues. Thanks, eldest. Let's see here. Save real quick. And let me double check the quest stuff actually. Alright, sorry for the pause there. I'm kind of like looking at it and I gotta re-update it because some of these quests I've already done on certain episodes. Let's see here. Broken Bell, Mirage Woods, okay. Cranky Crowbat, we definitely do want to do that to get the Crowbat. And again, I do want to go over pretty much like every quest within like this game file. Because I really want it to be like 100%, or at least like almost 100% like done with like pretty much everything. Lost Souls, we're not going to get into that for a long while because I kind of want to do like one video going over that. But not only that, doing like a thing that like I could do it all in like one go, if that makes sense. Team Zen, okay, that's like Kakuri village stuff, so there's not too much for this route. Okay. I guess we can do that more so next episode actually, and kind of like continue the main story. If you haven't obtained, yeah, because like the Crowbat can be like a, I think it's like a decently leveled one, so yeah. But then again, isn't there like a Bolton or Yamper here? I mean, especially with like a Pachirisu too, shouldn't be too bad. We'll see what happens, but we'll first of all continue the main story first. Alon, you made it. We're finally on the road to Akua Town. Even though I've lived so close, I've never been here myself. My dad never allowed me to after all, but now I have to carry out his legacy. It's a long route, so we should make some headway. I hear there are 2 ways to go through this route, but I wouldn't recommend the second path unless you have Flash. Alrighty. And again, we'll have to get Flash at another point. I mean, we can go through it, but... and I probably will end up doing so, but... I don't know, I might get into that kind of stuff later. Maybe. We'll see what happens. But real quick... okay, so that's for the one thing. I don't want to get into that like right now. because I kind of want to do that whole quest in like one go as well. Okay. I don't really need anything deleted. Mirage Woods. You are different. Oh, okay. It's similar to oh, whatchamacallit. Not, I mean, like, yes, Reborn, but what was that called again? It was like near like the Tanzan Mountain. You do the battle with Sierra. You battle Bennett. And then I think like L appears. Right, I remember that. That honestly like reminds me, I was talking to somebody about it, a very like long time viewer. I think almost like a month ago. I really want to go back to like replay Reborn again, honestly. Since I think I've said it before, Reborn actually like is my... Oh. Well, real quick, let me finish my thought. Like Reborn is like my favorite like Pokemon fan-made game personally. Like I love Rejuvenation, it's easily my second favorite, but I've just always loved Reborn. It's pretty much the game that got me into Rejuvenation and Desolation, so I just have like a lot of like things that I'm thankful for like Reborn, if that is fair to say. But I really do want to like replay it on my own time. But not only that, I really want to do, not soon, because like we got to go through this series and then Night in the Woods as well, and I want to keep it to like 2 Let's Plays at a time on the channel. But at some point down the road, I want to go back to Reborn and do like a cast pack challenge, like a no items run and all of that. The problem though with me is like I'm not a fan of using like debug, god mode, sandbox mode, whatever it's called. Like I'm not super into that. I know for like Reborn back then I did use that just because like back then during like E16, E17, E18, there really wasn't like a easy way to like get leveling or like levels and whatnot, because there wasn't really any of those like candies and all of that back then. So I kind of like used that just to speed up the process on leveling, because like especially like early, mid, and late game leveling, it took a lot of time to really get decent levels. But for this one, it's not the levels that I'm concerned, it's EV training. Because there really isn't like an EV training room at all, if I'm not mistaken, within Reborn. So, even though I don't want to, I might look into a debug thing for that, unless somebody like has like a list on like how to go about it more on like a legit way. But it's like, if I remember correctly, there's like different paths within the game, right? That does specific stuff, but I'm just not wise on all of that. And I feel like it'd be easier to actually have like a debug just for that and that alone. I don't know. We'll see what happens whenever I get to that point. I heard that there was a secret to this place, but I can't really find anything. I guess honestly before we do this, well, let me battle the kid here. By the way, can we get to level 35? We can. Okay, one more. Cool, cool. Okay, before we do all this, we'll do that at another point. What I'm thinking is, honestly, probably during, like whenever we get into like the Kakuri, like arc and all of that, there's quite a bit of quest, like coming back to, like East Gear and all of that. We'll probably do like a dedicated episode towards wrapping up you know, those kind of stuff there. And there's like the Dragonite letter one and like a few other things. I think that's when we'll get into all of that, honestly. For now, let's kind of like continue with like the main story and all of that. Alrighty, let me go back to heal. And real quick, let me... Okay, maybe I don't need to use like 5 of them, but that's okay. Maybe... No, maybe I do gotta use 5. Let's get rid of Ember. I kinda like Smackdown, but I guess we'll go for Rock Blast. Plus, I don't know how long we'll use a Graveler, but he just kind of vibing. Whoops. I don't want Thunder Wave. Don't really have a need for that. Nah, I like my moveset more. Okay. I don't know why I thought I saw something there. Let's see. Right, there's a berry here that we'll obtain. And I guess we'll kind of just go on down here. Battle her as well. We probably won't get into like Golden Leaf Town, by the way, this episode. I just kind of want to go through this route, go through a certain battle, and then I'll probably explain some stuff that I'm going to do off screen, because there are a few Pokemon that I do want to capture within the route, so yeah. But anyways, here we go. Save here. Whoa, is this like a traveling fair or something? Now, by the way, this only happens during the like daytime, afternoon time, and it is not like a nighttime event, so if you are playing at night, I would recommend turning it to daytime so you don't lose out on the points here. I'm starving, no distractions. Same here, let's take a look. I don't really see any real meals being served here, but they do have soft-served ice cream here. The eldest gave me some money before I left, so I can afford to treat you to something. Hello, how may I serve you today? My favorite flavor is strawberry. Do you have that? Absolutely, will that be all? Alon, what do you want? Now, of course, it doesn't really, like, matter what you choose, honestly. So you can kind of go about it how you wish to do so. I think strawberry technically is the more expensive one, but I'm gonna go vanilla because that's my favorite. 1 vanilla ice cream cone, please. 1 strawberry and 1 vanilla cone coming up. Yay, thank you so much. Here, Alon, this is your cone. That's my thanks for everything you've done for the eldest and I. You really are cool, Alon. I'm here to be your right-hand gal. Thanks for that. Oh, well. I didn't even see you there. Let's see. Go for Spark. I guess we'll just pause here real quick. Alrighty, so got that out of the way. Let's go get a Payday here real quick. And then... Okay, we don't have Serve. That's closed. Ding ding ding, congratulations kid, you won the grand prize, the mystery egg. I don't want this, I wanted the Phantom egg. Well, the egg could potentially become a Phantom, I think. Can I just switch? No. For a moment. It is like a little bit like a event there. It is a random egg that you can get by like breeding 2 Phantoms, by the way. I think it's like 1 in like 16 different encounters, so yeah, I don't know them on the top of my head, but you can look into it if you wish to do so. But I guess, Amanda's here. Sup, Alon? Just having fun on Route 3? Cool, cool. How are things been? How have been? I cannot read. How have things been? Whoa, what's this? 3 badges. That third one. Something wrong? Is it special? Nope, I've just never seen it before is all. Either way, that's 3 of them now. You're fast. Keep up the good work, Alon. I guess we'll check out the other dialogue there. It is special, alright. I've never seen it before. Must be a new design a leader submitted. I've been a bit behind on my work. Either way, that's 3 of them now. You're fast. Keep up the good work, Alon. Guess we'll heal up here. Let's see, Fletchender, kind of already have one. You can hear someone inside the tent. Huh? What? I reserved this tent for a little while. If you want to rent this tent, you'll need to reach out to the community center in Golden Leaf Town. So yeah, that's about it. For a moment. Got some Cumby there. Or Combi, however you want to say it. Bidoof there, don't really need that. Outsiders aren't welcome here, you need to keep it moving. I guess we'll battle these 2 here. And I'll pause here. Alrighty. Got through that there. And then here's the cave in here. I won't really pick up any of these certain items that like start up certain quests and whatnot. But what I'll probably do is honestly kind of like go through the cave, probably battle most of the trainers that I find there just to kind of like get them out of the way, so that's kind of what I'm thinking. Anyways, let me see. I don't think I'm missing anything else. Run away from you. And I guess we'll talk to Alita here. Wait, what? Why is there an iron gate blocking our way? I know the elders said that they don't like outsiders, but this is something else. Hello? Can anyone hear me? Hello? What do we do now? We can't get through like this. Maybe someone around here can help us out. I think I know a certain someone that can help us out. I gotta go heal actually, hold up. Wrong way. Well, I'll pause here, I'll be right back. Alrighty, sorry for the pause there. I went back to go heal, and we can go back to the tent, if I'm not mistaken. Here we go. I think we already read that before. I can still see you out there. Don't make this an issue, please. What? You want to know how to get into Golden Leaf Town? Why in the world would you want to go to that dump? Hold on a second. Stand back, please. Whoa, Alon, I didn't expect to see you on Route 3 like this. I could have sworn you'd be stuck in Sheridan all this time. Not that I wasn't confident in your abilities or anything. Kata is just really tough. Anyway, you want to go to Golden Leaf Town. Why? A gym battle. I want to see the sights. No reason. I think both of these give you the same amount of points. Let me double check that actually. Alright, yeah, so they give you like 1 point for either or, so it's kind of up to you on what you want to do. A gym battle. I want to see the sights. I guess a gym, well, I kind of want to be different and just say I want to see the sights. Why not? I mean, Golden Leaf Town is pretty and all, but in my opinion, it's pretty overrated. I'm definitely biased though, I used to live there after all. But that can't be the only reason, right? I bet you heard about the gym that's there. That's a good reason to go, I guess, but Golden Leaf Town isn't really, friendly. I don't know, Alon. Alon? There's a part of me that kind of wants to like go back just to double check, but I don't think the list would be wrong. we'll just keep it going. Oh, sorry, am I interrupting something? No, it's fine. I was just catching up with a friend is all. Oh, you're friends with Alon too. That's awesome. My name is Alita. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Ren. Ren, would you happen to know a way to get into Golden Leaf Town? It's all bared up and such. Nothing I did made it do anything. Dang, Alon. You get new companions quick, huh? I'm slightly jealous. I'm a native to Golden Leaf Town, so technically I do know the code to lower the gate, but Golden Leaf Town isn't very safe for people like you. I'd feel awful letting you guys in only to learn that you guys got hurt. Alana and I are strong. We've taken down a Team Zen base together. Sorta. But if you need proof of our power, how about you see it for yourself? What do you mean? Alana and I will demonstrate our strength with a battle. Battling is a good way to communicate between people, you'll see. I don't see why not. That sounds good to me. Awesome. I've been meaning to ask Alon for a battle recently, so this gives me the perfect excuse to do so. Just tell me whenever you're ready and we'll get started. Alrighty. Sorry for the random pause there. I had to go take my dog out, but anyways, she reminds me of a less foul-mouthed Venom. Well, you heard the girl. Alon, let's see what you've got. Sounds like a plan. And I guess before the battle, I guess we can kind of... I mean, there probably is like a better team. Because I don't know... I don't know if I really want Rock. Well, we'll be fine. We'll be okay. I'm not too worried. It's been a while since I've seen you battle, but I have great expectations. Let's see what you've got. Oops. There we go. You ready to go, Alon? Yes, this will be our first battle. I'm pretty nervous, but I think I can hold up just fine. I'll show you the power Sheridan can muster. Sounds like a plan. Let's see here. Off to a great start. Just let it go. Let's go into... well, rocks can be useful. Why not? Kinda just want to blow up even though I think I'm dead here. Yeah. At least we got rocks up. Let's go into Hershey. I think Air Slash is the play. Pachirisu. Okay, crit kinda sucked, but that's okay. Gligar. Just go for Charm. Right, I forgot about that. Hershey. I think Air Slash should be okay. Okay. Staravia. Oh, I keep forgetting. Here's the team real quick, by the way. Same with the Marianette battle, but just in case. I'll kind of just show what I got going on here. Now, this isn't really like the most efficient or the best team that you can use for this battle in particular. There are way better Pokemon to use than what I got here. But again, a lot of these like early game battles, they're not gonna be like too bad. As long as you have a good team, you should be okay overall. Let's go for Air Slash here. What does she say? I'm not done yet. Check this out. Oh, he had Sucker. Not enough, but it did do something. I did do a lot better than I thought I would. Oh, great. I'll gladly take that. Darn, well, I did a lot better than I thought I would, so I'm happy. You did great, Alon. You're just a tad bit better than me. So what did you think, Ren? That was good, right? Now, I don't know if it's similar to like Desolation, like if you don't lose a single Pokemon, if like the dialogue would like change. I'm not certain, honestly, but either way, it's all good. Wow, you two really are strong. I'm lagging behind Alon big time. I'm a man of my word, so I'll give you the passcode to the gate. The code is 872546. Enter that string of numbers in the pad near it and it should open up. Got it, I won't forget it. Ren, why don't you come with us? The more the merrier, I say. I appreciate the offer, but I cannot return home just yet. It's embarrassing to say, I've been in this tent for about a week now. I'm not where I want to be yet, so I got more training to do. If it's training you need, you should head to Sheridan. That place will whip you up to shape in no time. I'll consider it. Thanks, Alita. See you later, Ren. She's a good friend. You're lucky, Alon. You two work well together. I think it sped up your training tenfold. Don't slack off too much though, or I'll pass you before you can say Manny's Mellow Mareep. I guess I'll stick around for a little while longer. I just need to get a little bit stronger to accomplish what I need. Good luck with that then. And I think with that being said, I think that'll be it for today's episode, and then we'll get into all of that the next episode. Now, there are going to be a few things that I'm going to be doing off cam or off vid, however you want to word it. Within the cave here, unfortunately, I think it's like a 1% encounter. I don't know why they made it 1%, but it just is what it is. I do want to get myself a Venipede, so yeah. Just because of speed boost, baton passed, it can be very useful for a no items run, so I do want to get that guy. I believe one of the main ones that I do want to get here is a Yamper. It is a fantastic Pokemon, more so Boltund more than anything. It's great, fantastic. Do not sleep on it. It is a very good Pokemon. Let's see. There might be a couple others that I might be forgetting about that's here, but yeah. Let's see, Venipede. Right, I do want to get a Wooper, well probably a few of them with like different like abilities and all of that. One with Water Absorb, one with Unaware. I do want to get myself a whatchamacallit, a Chewiddle, the turtle, snapping turtle thing, whatever it's called. I do want to get one because I think I use one during a certain gym battle, because I think it gets Swift Swim, if I'm not mistaken. I think. I have to look into that. But either way, what I plan to do is capture those few Pokemon, and if there are some that I get that I didn't mention, I'll go over it on the next episode. But not only that, I need to go on ahead and EV train a few new Pokemon that I capture, get these guys more up to date with their levels and all of that, so I do want to get that, you know, back on track. And then once I get that all situated and all of that, we will continue with the main story in the next episode. So alright, sorry about that, I just died for a second, but so yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for all of that. And again, I'll go over everything that I've done towards the beginning of the next episode. So yeah, okay, enough of me being repetitive. Thank you guys so much for watching, definitely do appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Good morning.